I have some crochet updates for the crochet along. I have some knit along stuff. Oh, I have some knitting stuff. I mean, the 12 cast ons stuff. So I have knit, crochet, sewing. You know, if you feel like hanging around for any of that, grab your drink, grab your project, and hang out with me for a few minutes. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here today. Whether you are a new viewer or you are a returning viewer. If you're new, usually I do knit, crochet, some sewing. Right now it's a busy season, you know, because it's spring and there's gardening information and canning and all that good stuff. Regardless of whether you're new here or you are a returning viewer, I appreciate the time you take to hang out with me. Now, no, I did not get a perm. This is what happens when I wear my hair up in a clip. Used to, it would just have a little bit of wave, you know, very subtle because my hair was longer. But since I cut it, yeah, it went wee. So because I spiral it when I put it up so that my clip has something to grab onto because my hair's so fine and thin. Yeah. But this morning I was just so doing all kind of things. I'll tell y'all that toward the end of the video, just in case there are people here only for knit and crochet and sewing. Okay. For the crochet along. I finally finished my first square. I know, that's sad. It's Wednesday. I started this a week and a half ago. But, to be fair, I'm recording this on Tuesday. To be fair, I finished this last night. But it was 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish. So, there was no way this girl was going to be recording that late at night. Now, I have not steam blocked it, but this is my first square. Is that not beautiful? I'm sorry. I'm not talking about the workmanship. I'm talking about the colors, which were not technically my choice. I mean, my design, my pick. I totally stole this off of a project I saw on Ravelry, and I just thought the colors were magnificent. Now, for those of you who do not know what I'm talking about on the crochet along, if you look back at the last video and it says, let's get this started, or let me see if I can find the channel. I mean, let's kick off our crochet along. And I am, in the thumbnail, I'm holding these colors in their skein or ball shape. Or, in case of the Red Heart Red, Ogo shape. Alright. It's a crochet along. We're using a Ravelry pattern from Sandra McButton, and a free, now you pay for the pattern if you want the written pattern. If you want just a free video tutorial, it's All in a Nutshell is doing that, has done that. This is like 7-8 years ago, so it's been a hot minute. I think it was 8 years ago. Yeah, because I did this in 2017. And it's so funny. Y'all know me and my squirrel moments. And Esther does, you know, it's all in a nutshell with squirrels. Yeah, it's so funny. But anyway, these are the colors I chose. I have seen some beautiful colorways. I have not been asked to show anything yet, so I'm not going to show anything but my own. But let me tell you, these colorways are dynamic. I am loving what y'all are showing me. I did see Meredith. Thank you, Meredith, by the way. I saw that she put on the Facebook group for the KAL. People asking people what they did for, or what colors they're going to use. And I'm excited to see if y'all want to do that, you can leave your colorways in there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I stuttered on this one because I did have to frog it. I had done all the way up here in this design. Let me tell you, I was so mad at myself. And see, this thing is all wobbly and misshapen, but trust me, I did this with my teal colorway square, and I just used my steam function on my iron and just hovered it over and just kind of pulled it straight and just did not move it. I let it dry. It was on a towel. I let it dry and it was doing its own thing. All right, now this one is coming up a little, well, it might be 19 inches when it's blocked, but because my teal squares were coming out 19 inches. And I'm so excited. Now, I have started number 2, and I will probably do that while I'm chatting with y'all because I have some updates that I'm going to share at the end or toward the end or after I show all this. Now, I did tell y'all that this hat I would put on my mannequin head. But I didn't think about the fact that this mannequin head is like super small. I don't know if that's traditional. It's just one that my son picked up from me. I think it was from Michael's. Yeah, it's Ashland, so it's definitely from Michael's. It's it's a foam female head. Maybe that's the difference. It says it's a 7.5 by 5.5 5.8 by 9.8 inch head. I'm like, this thing is not this female. Trust me, my head is a lot bigger than this. This is like, my grandson's head is bigger than this, I think. So, I don't know. But anyway, it does shape to your head. Remember, I was scared that it would be too boxy at the top, but it shapes more to your head. And if it was a proper size head, instead of this teeny tiny little mannequin head, I think it would look a lot better. But how pretty is that? I need to put it up on my website, but I have not. I have not done it yet. I'm sorry. It hasn't happened. But, yeah. All right. So, Tina, if you are... I did send you an email, but if you haven't checked it yet, either go check it or just send me an email and let me know. I made this bag for Tina. It was a custom order. And, oops, I have it on the wrong side. And when I made this bag originally, I only had the light colored drawstring, right? Well, so I might need to update my pictures too. But this, I have this one now. So which would you prefer, the light or the dark? I'm going to do it toward, ooh, the sun's coming out. It must have been hiding behind a cloud and I just didn't realize it. Okay, so just let me know. Now, I did put up my daisies on the website. My daisy bags. These beautiful little babies here. I did put these up on the website. So if you want, I have enough. Oh, mercy. Sorry about that, y'all. I reached too far. I fell the other day in the field, and my back is not happy with me. I'm not happy with me, but I will tell y'all about that in a minute. Anyway, so just let me know on that, Tina. And if y'all do want some daisies, I have not made the daisy with green. Honestly, I don't know if I am. I might just leave that as an option. You know, if anybody wants the daisies with green. I wish I had more of a lighter yellow green than those two greens, because I would love to match the what are they called? Leaves. That's what they're called. Anyway, I would love to match those on, oh, I need to sit up straighter. I think that's feels better to my back. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I have been drinking these things like crazy today. Alright. That's it as far as yarn. And the knit along. Sadly, I've only done 2 rotations, and that's it. I have not touched anymore. We have a Zoom meeting tonight. Y'all are more than welcome to come. I will have the link down below. Also to the Facebook, to the patterns for the crochet along. I have all that fun stuff down in the description below for y'all. But, now, we're going to go to the talking part. So, if that's not anything you're interested in, thank you for hanging out with me. It's been a very quick video for you. I'm sorry I did not get a video out Monday. I'm telling y'all, I have spent... Today is Tuesday. I have been in that field every day, all day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my son would get up here about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we would go out in the field. And then Saturday and Sunday, he ended up bringing my daughter-in-law and my grandson with him both times. No, I went and picked up my daughter-in-law Saturday, and then on Sunday they rode up here with him. So while it's great having them here, I'm not going to argue about that. It makes for very long days because my grandson is 5 years old. He does not want to be out in that field all day long, you know? I wish I could do this without looking, so I could look at y'all while I talk. I'm sorry, I'm not that talented. But yesterday, I did not get out there that early because it was just me and my daughter-in-law. Now, she got up here, I want to say about 11:30 because she has to do my grandson's school, homeschool. So they had to do their studies and whatnot. And then we went out in the field. And originally, we were going to take turns. But she had told me that she wanted, her sister is, now my daughter-in-law is 26 years old. Her sister is 10, almost 11. But her little sister had asked if she could come over. And I didn't care if her little sister came over, but me and my daughter-in-law's mother don't get along. So I didn't want to be responsible for her little sister and something happened, and that's just drama I'm not going to invite into my life, you know? So, anyway, since she said she was going to do that, I said, okay, well, I guess I will be on the backhoe, and I told her why, and she said she understood. Well, we get out there, and I'm on the backhoe, and I'm struggling. Now, the other day, I had posted a post or something. I can't remember if I did it on Facebook or in the community post. I think I did it in the community post, you know, about my son not sharing. Well, he did share, and I was on it, you know, while he was at lunch. I was on it because he came down here to eat lunch that my other son had went and grabbed. And I was on it for a little while. But I noticed that my left hand was not listening. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong? Now I understand. The girl that's sitting in front of you now understands what I did not know the day before. And I mean, Saturday and today. I mean, yesterday. It's a very sad thing that actually made me cry a couple times last night. What you see me doing right now with my left hand is muscle memory. It's not like it's something that I have to think about. All right? And like I was telling my daughter-in-law last night, I was like, if I was on my backhoe, it would be different because my muscles they would remember those actions. But now on my backhoe, it is levers that you control the arm with the claw, and then one controls the arm of the claw because it's in two parts, and then one controls the claw. You either push forward to open it up, or you pull back to green. It's kind of rudimentary. I mean, it's the same way you would move your hand. This is the same way you do the lever for the claw. So the backhoe that my son rented. Did I mess up on this? No, I did not. Wait, did I? I don't think I did. My brain, y'all, it's all kind of in shambles. But anyway, it was not it's not muscle memory when I've never used the joystick type controls. And apparently this is the style of joysticks that skidsters use. Well, I've never used a skidster in my life. I've worked my tractors, my bush hog, I've worked all that, but not, actually, I can just use these scissors. Oh no, I think I had mine. Unless I took them out last night. I did. They're sitting in there beside my recliner because I finished that thing last night. But anyway, I guess I'm going to have to wait to sew in my ends when I'm not videoing. But, excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I will get my mess together here in a minute. But anyway, they're joysticks, and at first, the other day, I thought the problem was my left hand was trying to do what my right hand was doing, right? Because I was thinking what I needed to do, because your hands need to be moving concurrently. They need to be moving in sync with each other. And my left hand wasn't listening. I thought it was doing what my right hand was doing because that's what the bucket looked like it was doing. And it wasn't. It was just willy-nilly doing whatever it wanted. And I was frustrated, but I wasn't down. I wasn't counting myself out with that, right? I was just like, okay, maybe it's a bad day for my left hand. It's not listening. It's wanting to do what my right hand's doing. And then we get to yesterday. I'm out there trying to work this backhoe, and I get about 2 to 3 stumps up, smaller stumps, but then I hit a big one. This thing, it's probably a bigger round. It was probably, I want to say, 25 inches around. and 5 or 6 feet deep. So it was giving me a hard time. Well, again, I thought my hand was just not listening. So I sat there and I tried to get that root out, that stump, for 30 minutes. The reason I emphasize this is because every hour we're on that, my daughter-in-law and me, or any of us are on that machine, it costs my son an hour, which is, with the rental, it is $25 an hour, basically, is what my son figured out. Plus, you figure in the fuel, that adds another $10. $15, depending on where you get the gas. But where we've gotten the fuel, the diesel, it adds about $10 onto it. So $35 an hour. And I just wasted half of that with 2 to 3 measly little stumps. And that big one was just, it was too bad. I couldn't get it out. So I texted my daughter-in-law because they were out in the field with me. And I said, has your mom left the house to bring your sister? And she's like, I don't know. I said, because I cannot get the stump up. She's like, okay, I'm coming. So she was walking down to me. Her and my grandson were. And it turns out, well, she asked me, she said, do you just want me to tell my mom not to bring her over? And I said, please. Because I had an inkling that I would not be able to be on the backhoe yesterday. Now, let me make an amendment to the statement. I can work the front end loader. I can push all the stumps in the world because that is just my right hand controlling the bucket and my left hand on the steering wheel. Easy peasy. I thought I was mostly 100% back. And I'm not. On things that my hand knows what to do on its own, yes, it's great. There are still stutter days between it and my left leg to where they just, just kind of, I stumble and I fall like I did out in the field. But it's not, I'm not as far along as I thought, which really, really bites. I'm telling you. So if I get on the backhoe, it'll be moving stumps, not pulling them up. And if y'all are interested, I am compiling a lot of little clips and stuff. I cannot show you some clips because it has my daughter-in-law's little sister in them. So those clips will just be for family, but maybe once a month or something, if y'all are interested, I can share those. I can do like a video of all the stuff and the progress, as kind of bring you along with me to show you everything that we're trying to do out here. And if that's content you don't want to see, let me know. I can always start up another channel for that. Because my daughter-in-law said I could put it all on this channel. And I said, yeah. I said, the only thing, see how flat how straight it's trying to get again. I said, the only problem with that is YouTube doesn't like it. If I have low views on yes, most of my videos do not have thousands of views or anything, hundreds, but if I get lower views, it will not put out the next video in front of as many people as it did before. It's a constant moving algorithm. And I don't want to tank the channel. So if I have to start a second one just for, homesteading type stuff, I can. I didn't think I would ever have 2 channels, but, hey, it is what it is. Now, I'm telling you, I am having fun out there, though, because I can see, I can just imagine, as I'm looking around, what it's going to look like. when we bought this property 21 years ago. No, 23 years ago. Yeah, because we bought it in 03. It was about this time, February or March, when we bought it. And so 23 years ago, it looks nothing like it does today. Back here where we have our house now, there was two single wides that had been smushed together to make a double wide. And it's so funny because my aunt did that when I was growing up. Her and my uncle. And the way they did it, it looked adorable. Alright, sorry about that. Another technical glitch. It's called Lynn forgetting to clear her memory. Well, not this memory. This memory clears on its own. The storage on my phone. I will learn one day. It's just when I delete all the stuff and I get like 20 gigabytes worth of clearance, you know, it's, yeah. But anyway, what I was saying is my aunt and uncles, because I sat here for over 20 minutes talking to a camera that wasn't even running. That's the bad part about filming on my phone. But you know what? It's not in the budget to get a camera. So I will continue to film on my phone. Anyway, the two trailers that were here were not cute. They were old. They were bullet-ridden because the guy who owned the place before us had severe mental issues. And missing windows, doors, you know, they needed to come down. So we tore those down. We rented one of those humongous metal long dumpsters, and we proceeded to take care of it. And my back is hurting, so I had to sit up a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Got those two trailers down, and then we had a guy come up, and there was a lot of cars. There was a lot of car bodies out here and everything. So we hauled those off, and then we had a guy come in with a dozer and clear a couple more acres. So we have like 4 acres cleared. Well, we did until, you know, we had the 30 acres cleared. But for years, it was only the 4 acres. But anyway, we have... I don't even know what I cut off and what I didn't. But the idea is for all of the kids, for all of us to live on the property together. And it's a nice thing to be able to do. It's going to take time because we're all building our own. All 3 families will be building without, I think we're going to be building without loans. I don't know. So it might take time. But my 2 sons, they may take out building loans or something like that. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Now, especially now that my son says he doesn't want this home spot. We might change up and just have to work on saving up a little money to be able to build our home that we originally wanted to do without a loan. Because, you know, with just my husband's disability, I don't think we'll get a loan. But anyway, let's see. I think I covered everything. I know there was a lot of talking, and I don't know exactly what made it to this clip. I mean, we already know my memory is not the best. So I don't know what was part of the part that didn't get recorded or the part that has been recorded, because I don't have time. I was going to try to play it back and see, you know, I did have to play the very end so I remember what I was talking about when it cut off. But my daughter-in-law should be pulling up pretty soon, because she told her mom to come get her little sister about 1:30, and it's that now, so they'll be up here shortly. So I wouldn't have time to tell you everything I told you before anyway. And honestly, it was just me chit-chatting with y'all. It may come back to me and I could talk with y'all Friday. I don't know. Y'all, I really don't know what these next few videos are going to be like, because I just don't know. My younger twin, and I say with quotation marks younger twin because it was like 30 seconds because I had a cesarean, but a friend of his dad has a tractor, a small tractor, said we could use it, and I'll be able to help scrape, move stumps and stuff with that too. So cross your fingers. But it may be some very odd content in the next 3 weeks. There might not be a whole lot of rhyme and reason. So, you know, y'all bear with me, please. I promise it won't be all that drastic. I mean, it won't be forever. Now, oh, yeah, I did. I forgot to tell you about my tooth. I was about to tell you on the other recording, but I didn't get a chance to, because it wasn't recording. So yesterday, I had to go make a surprise visit to the dentist. And I wanted to get this in here on the video because, alright, for those of you who haven't figured it out, I've said this before on my videos, but you know, some of y'all are new and whatnot. I have caps on the upper top of my mouth because genetically my teeth, I come from very bad teeth people. And no matter what I did, I mean, I was 16 before I ever had my first cavity. But, you know, genetics play a big part in it. So no matter how well I kept my teeth, I ended up losing a lot of them. Like, from my canines back, there's no teeth on the bottom. And up here, there's a bridge on my crown because the only thing I had was that very back molar to my canine. Those were the two I had over here. So, but golly, man. Alright, I had these crowns done in 2010, 2011. And let me tell you, they are atrociously more expensive now. See, I can't wear dentures because I have a shelf, you know, where your tongue sits. There's a big old bone around the inside of my mouth to where it won't, I can't, because I did try to wear a partial to give me some back teeth to chew with, but unfortunately, that bone will not allow that to happen. And my dentist said, you know, no amount of wearing it, trying to toughen my mouth up and scar it, you know, to get scar tissue to where it'd be calloused and stuff. He said it doesn't work like that. You're not going to be able to wear artificial. And I was like, okay, thanks, appreciate that. So with this tooth, I lost over half of it. Some of it was a existing filling, because I had a composite filling that was white, you know, to mimic my tooth, and I lost it and part of the tooth, a little bit more of the tooth. But they said that because I told them, I said I can't afford an implant, because back in 2011 we were talking about implants, but they were like $1,800. And I was like, nah, I can't afford that. So now I'm facing either losing the tooth and having to buy an implant now or capping the tooth. Well, let me tell you, I should have just went with the implants back then to give me more teeth in the back, because just capping this puppy is $1,600. I knew about had a coronary when she told me that, because he told me what we would needed to do, and we needed to cap it. Thankfully, it doesn't have to have a root canal or anything. It's just, I just need to get a cap on it. So that brings me to y'all. I know y'all have told me in the past not to discount my stuff. Because, you know, it's not good to do that, right? Well, I have to. I have to run a sale or something, because I cannot afford a $1,600 cap right now. I did ask them if, you know, since I don't have insurance, would they, was there a discount for, you know, self-pay? She said no. She said, but what we can do is do a down payment and do monthly payments. She didn't tell me what the down payments were. She did tell me that it would be $550 down payment. I'm like, what? What? That's next Wednesday, y'all. That's a week from today when you're seeing this. I mean, I'm filming it Tuesday, but, you know, that's a week. So I have a week in which to generate $550. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing a sale on my knit and my crochet stuff. Not the sewing, not the bags and all. That I can't do that right now, because I don't have time to custom make all these bags if I were to do a fundraiser for that. So, all of my knit, all of my crochet items, they're going to be 30% off. I wish I could do more, but I would kind of be defeating my purpose, you know, trying to raise the money. If you can, that would be awesome. If you want some knit and crochet stuff, that would be great. If you want to help and don't want to have any knit or crochet stuff, I do have PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee down below. That would help. I mean, I'm that's the reason why I wanted to do the website, do the sale at the website. I'm gonna call it a crown sale, because it's going for my crown. Because, you know, I just didn't feel right asking, you know, for y'all just to help me out. But if I sell you something, that's different, right? But some people don't want to buy, you know, knit and crochet stuff. So, and I get that. So, you know, if you want to do it that way, that's awesome. If you don't feel, okay, if you can't do anything, or if you don't want to do anything, don't feel obligated. You're not obligated at all. If worse comes to worse, I'll put this sucker on a credit card, the down payment on a credit card or something. You know, I'll figure something out. But I thought this was a good way to be able to, one, get rid of some stock. Two, get this crown put in my mouth, because it's not sensitive to hot and cold. But if I keep using it in this broken state, it's going to basically break all the way back, all the way down to the gum line. So, unfortunately, next Wednesday I will be. They'll probably put a temporary crown on it while they send my tooth mold off wherever they send them to get the crown made. But yeah, it's gonna look weird because, and he told me, since I don't have these back teeth, these are wearing down. He said I'm gonna have to get crowns on those too, just like I did up here. It's like, well, Doc, I didn't know they were $1,600 a piece. How am I gonna do that? So, yeah, we'll I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but Because he said that these first 3 right here, they're so much lower than they should be because they've been just grinding down. And he said if I continue on this path, that they will expose root, and I will really be hurting. So like, look, you know what? This is why I don't go to dentist. Now, I was trying to get in my local dentistry school because, you know, they do on a sliding income scale basis, I think. But unfortunately, they don't have an opening till the beginning of May. And I will lose this canine down here if I try to wait that long. So this one has to be done now. I might be able to get on with the School of Dentistry about crowning the other ones. But I don't even know if you can crown the front teeth without back teeth to back them up. Y'all, I'm just guessing if I can do that. But he did say that these front would need crowns. I'm like, well, I don't have a back tooth to brace them, so maybe he's, you know, maybe he has a plan in mind. I don't know. Either which way, I know I ain't gonna be able to afford that, so I'm gonna try to get with the School of Dentistry for the rest of them. But for now, I do have to have this one done. And so, as of this afternoon, it might be tonight that I set everything up so that it'll be live. The sale will be live when the video airs. On that note, I'm going to have to get off here. I hate that the video was so short. It wasn't originally because I think I sat here and talked for 45 minutes, maybe longer. And then realized when I heard my text message, I realized, oops, I'm not recording. So, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to put my crochet away. So, this is how far I've got. Not very far indeed. And I have to get rid of these because I always, every time I finish a color, I'll weave in all my ends because this drives me crazy. I hate weaving in ends afterwards, so I try to weave them in as I go along. But I'm gonna get everything ready here because my daughter-in-law should be rolling up pretty soon. But y'all see how just sitting here talking with y'all that my hair's trying to straighten back out. It's so fine and thin, it doesn't want to hold any shape whatsoever except straight. Board straight. That's all. Board straight. But anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, whenever y'all are watching this. And I will see you Friday. Now, like I said, I don't know what the next month is going to look like, but try to bear with me, please. And if anything, all my links are going to be down below, whether it's the website, whether it's the PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, the link for the knit along, the link for the crochet along, the link for the Facebook group for the crochet along. All that stuff's going to be down below, okay? I will see y'all on the next one. And y'all need to take care. Oh, wait. Y'all need to take care. Yeah, you do need to take care. But do me a favor. Things are a little crazy around here right now. But every day I find one thing that makes me smile, that brings me some kind of joy. It doesn't have to be humongous joy. It can be just the tiniest little thing that says, I love that. Or, I love how that makes me feel. Grab that, don't let go. And keep it tucked away and try to remember those things when life just kicks you in the head. You know, just remember that there is joy to be found every day, somewhere, somehow. And on that note, I'm going to get off here and get out there in that field. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. So just to kind of give you an idea, it's very rudimentary, But I had bought these 2 little racks from Sam's and ordered some grow lights. Actually, they're just shop lights off of Amazon. Yeah, y'all don't pay attention to my toilet paper roll right there. We are in my bathroom. See? Those big things at the very bottom, those are my zucchinis. All of the ones in the red solo cups are my father-in-law's. Because I figured I'd be easy on him this year and not, except for those right there, those are going to him too. And then mine are at the bottom again with the humongous zucchini leaves. But yeah, I figured I'd just show y'all because I told y'all that, I told Darlene that I might have something a little, it's not much showing my other side instead of just my knit and crochet, but this is what I'm going to be busy with when I'm not in the field.